Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tony Talks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your like. And if you're a new subscriber here, please don't forget to hit the subscriber button so that you don't miss out on our videos. Yes, let's dive into this. Today's video is going to be, let's watch it.
My name is Victor King. Sherry, right now, we are having a better clarity of purpose to this matter. On this Agbala Gabriel and and Muyideen. But the honest truth is there's so much lesson embedded in it. Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tó yẹ kéèyàn kọ́ pọ̀ ńbẹ̀. Now, the last video I made, I told you that mi ò really mọ Agbala Gabriel dáadáa, and personally I have a principle. Èèyàn tí mi ò bá mọ bí tó ti ṣẹ̀ wá, mi kì í fi bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wọn ní, level of credit or attention. So I went in and do my due diligence to search who is this guy. And this is what I found. I realized that Agbala Gabriel was born into ministry. I realized that the grandmother started a church, who is still pastoring a church up till date. The grandmother is still alive. The grandmother is a prophetess. Contrary to what I believe or I said earlier, it didn't just emanate from nowhere. And I've seen so many people said that, who can work from nowhere? No, who can work from nowhere? He has been in church. He has been serving with the grandmother. He was raised by grandmother. The father was also a prophet or a pastor, whichever one you are going to put it. I think the father is late. And he was mostly raised by the grandmother. And he has been a talking drummer. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń lu gángan ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Ìlú ló lù láti Ìbàdàn, ló lù d'Èkó. And with this track, you can see that so many people know him. Contrary to what I and so many other people believe, he didn't just emanate. Now, how did he get to his ministry? In fact, in my research, I realized that he has been running his church for years. Àwa tá a ṣe mọ̀ la ṣe mọ̀, kò ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, kò já wá látọ̀run. He has been running his church for years. But ṣorí nǹkan kan lèèyàn máa ṣe láyé yìí. Tọ́lọ́run máa fi sọ pé àsìkò ẹ̀ dé. From my research, I heard that he finished service and there are some old people in the church. Ló kàn rí ìyá yẹn, ló dẹ̀ ní pé kán wá, ló fún wọn ní oúnjẹ. I don't know who even videoed it, and the video came online. He gave them food and he said every week or so, I'm not sure, that he's going to be giving them food stuff like that. That was how he started at a small scale in his local church. As God wills, bó ṣe wu Ọlọ́run, Ọlọ́run ṣàmì sí. It became something that the thing got to the internet. It went viral. People embraced the idea and they have been supporting and donating for this cause. So he went from the elderly women, market women, celebrities who have, all our veterans, actors and actresses, to anyone that God could send his way. And that was how he became very big. Now, let me pause a little bit because ibi tí mo ti máa yà sílé ní ó pọ̀ nínú fídíò yìí. You will see, we have a problem in Africa. The way we think is as if when somebody has succeeded, he has committed an offense. You see, in life, your first offense is that you succeed. Nobody have a problem with him when he was using his own money to be feeding the old people. When nobody was donating, because to own shit, like when you share, donate. But it was okay to use his own money. whether it is offering, whether it is own personal fund. The church was a very small church. I saw the video of the church where he started from. But when he became embraced and people started supporting, now adversity begin to rise. The question I want to ask you, why is it that in Africa, when somebody succeeds, he naturally becomes the enemy of the public? You feel that he's supposed to only in Nigeria you see poor man will be criticizing rich man on how he's spending his money. If you have sense on how to spend money, you will not be poor in the first place. And this is the unfortunate part. When you cannot attract what you despise, you cannot attract what you hate. If you hate successful people, you can't succeed. But that's not where we are going. So I digged into this man and I was impressed by the fact that I could trace his background and how he journeyed to be this way. Some of you know everything I'm saying now. It is me and maybe so many people that did not know. So, ìran kẹta iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ni òun. Ìyá bàbá ẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, bàbá ẹ̀ gbé ló kan òun yìí. So it didn't just fly from nowhere. My next question, ladies and gentlemen. Who is Muyideen? I have done the same due diligence to find out about this guy. Who is Muyideen? Where are his family? How did he grow up? How did he get to that situation? Agbala Gabriel fi bá. Níbo ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó fi wá dé ipò tó wà yẹn tí Agbala Gabriel fi rí tí wọ́n fi gbé. It's a question that I have not found an answer to. I saw a video of his mother. Mo rí video bí tó wọ́n tí wọ́n lọ Agbala Gabriel náà ló lọ wá ìyá ẹ̀. The same Agbala Gabriel ló lọ wá ìyá ẹ̀. Try to mediate and reconcile them. And níwájú ìyá ẹ̀, this boy, this man, 40 years old man, ridiculed his own mother in the face of a camera, publicly to the world. He said all manner of things. Now, people have so many upbringing, so many people go through a lot. Some of us never had a good, rosy start in the beginning of our life. Even though we don't look like what you might not believe it, that's a problem. But some of these people, that's why I have a problem. When these people come and say, hey, okay, daddy me shaking it, mommy me shaking it. Sometimes I struggle to digest it. Could make sense to me because tí Ọlọ́run bá lè faro àwa yìí tó bá wà débi tó bá wà dé, you don't have an excuse. Because I look at so many people, you have not even seen half of what some of us have seen. Okay, so that's the only thing I saw about him. Does he have sister, brother, nephew, cousin? Does he have neighbors before he met Agbala Gabriel? Where does he live? Who are his people? Who can say, I know him? This is what I know about him. I saw another video of a guy tó sọ pé àwọn jọ máa ń wà ní kiosk bàbá Àjẹ̀bú ni. Does it not bother you that even now tó sọ pé wọ́n nà lẹ́gba wọ́n ṣe láìda yìí tó sọ pé wọ́n ti fẹ́ bẹ́ orí ẹ̀dànù yìí wọ́n fún freedom wọ́n ti mẹ́wọ̀n, all of the things that people are saying? Where are his family? Ṣàkúdàáyà ni Muyideen ni. Now, to that effect, I have another question. The first day that Agbala Gabriel saw this guy, he asked a very important question. See, gbogbo kini yìí Agbala Gabriel náà mo ṣì máa dá lẹ́bi. Torí orí Agbala Gabriel náà mo ṣì ń bọ̀. I think that this experience, Ọlọ́run fi ìrírí yìí, ó fi, permit me, I don't know how to say some things in Yoruba. Salvation ni. It is salvation and it is redemption for Agbala Gabriel. Torí Ọlọ́run máa ń kó èèyàn, ó máa ń mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ jẹ́ kí àwọn ewu míì ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èèyàn láti yọ nínú ewu tó tóbi. Á fàyè gba nǹkan ewu kékeré kó ṣe é. so that a lè yọ ẹ́ nínú ewu ńlá. That man, the way he was going before, it's very easy to ruin him. Ìjọ tó pàdé Muyideen ni wọ́n bí pé iṣẹ́ wo ló kọ́. Now, first lesson. Fún gbogbo ṣoore ó dá kéèyàn ṣoore o. The Bible says that he that give to the poor lend to God. Give, it shall be given unto you. It is good. There's so many surah in the Quran that encourage you to give to the poor. Two things I want to say before I continue. One, know who you are doing ore for. Mi kàn ṣe tèmi mo kàn kó bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ṣe fọ́lọ́run ni. O lè ṣe tó máa fi gbà kó bá o. Know who you are. One of the biggest mistakes of this guy, of Agbala Gabriel, is that he did not do due diligence. You can't just pick somebody in the market and just take them to your house. What a level of risk you are taking. What a level of risk you are taking. Know him. And knowing him is not just knowing his address. Know how did you get to where you are. If I cannot ask you questions and do findings, I cannot help you. Because having those information will let you know two things. One, have an idea of who you are dealing with. Two, know why he is where he is. Three, knowing the right thing to do for him. Those are the information Agbala Gabriel never had. Everything they did for Gabriel, they are good things, but they are not good for him. And I will get there very soon. That's why I'm not blaming him too much. Paul says all things are good, but not all things are expedient. Again, can you buy Bible? Ohun gbogbo ló dára ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe gbogbo ló wà. God help my Yoruba. It's not all things. Some things are good, but they are not good for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even though Agbala Gabriel did so much for him, he still did nothing for him because that's not what he wants. Now, how he will have been able to know what he wants is kí wọ́n mọ̀ délé. Báwo ló ṣe rìnrìn àjò ẹ? Kí ni ìrìn àjò ẹ ṣe débí yìí? Àwọn wo lè yan ẹ? At least ẹlẹ́rìí kan ẹlẹ́rìí méjì. That's why we are where we are. Now, wọ́n bí pé ṣẹ́ wo ló kọ́? Ó ní wiring àbí kíní kan mi ìgbórí láyé mi. I'm being honest with you. Iṣẹ́ tó lóhùn kọ́ yẹn. You can go back to the video. I've never heard of it before in my life. But whatever the case may be, if you want to help him, the first thing you should do for him is bóyá máa rin iṣẹ́ wiring tó lóhùn kọ́ ni o. Bóyá máa wá bí tẹ́ ti lè fi sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ni o. Hear this and hear this good. Hear this. And idle hand. Oyinbo says the devil's workshop. When a mind is idle, is vulnerable to anything. This guy is suffering from excessive misinformation. Ayé ìburú gan. Mọ̀ pé wèrè ní family. Àwọn èèyàn ò bọ́ta ni. Ìjọ́ tára wèrè bá yá. Àbọ̀jọ́ tó bá nà ló máa mọ̀ pò ní mọ̀lẹ́bí. Now, Muyideen, I had a problem with the fact that I could not be able to trace anything with him, not be able to identify anybody with him. So let's get into the details. So recently, there is a video I saw this morning, which is the reason why I'm doing this video. You know, the last time I said, I want to tell remote to Sarah Baboye. One thing for a year, play PlayStation. One thing to Xbox. That right. I know what I was saying. I said there's an undertone. Now, the next thing is now every morning you are dropping video. No, what you don't have, you don't have. And see, that's not the problem. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever works for you. Nigerians are gullible anyway. Take advantage of them. Whatever works for anybody. Too bad thing you at all. So now you did a video and he was crying and was saying, no, the first one I want to address. Only one day by me, again, No evidence, which is the problem I have in the first place. No evidence. So I want to address a couple of things that people have been talking about this thing. So those of you who said, ó kọ́lé fún Muyideen sínú church, pé kì í ṣe lé ẹ̀, pé ṣe lé ló kọ́ yẹn ni, àwọn èèyàn dáhùn fún fẹ́ kọ́lé fún Muyideen. So let me tell you another thing I find out about Gabriel. This guy, from what I understand, he has a large portion of land. I heard that even people are buying land there. Àwọn ará abroad gan ra ilẹ̀ pamọ́ síbẹ̀. He has a, real estate. This Kinikon estate, Kinikon garden, where people are buying land and they are developing. Okay. Ànùmọ̀ Yorùbá ní kì í fọwọ́ nulẹ̀. Yorùbá ní ànùmọ̀ yìí fọwọ́ nulẹ̀. You know what that means? Èèyàn tó bá ń nu ọmọ kékeré tó ń nu, ẹ mọ̀ pé ọbẹ̀ àdéhùn àmàlà máa yí lọ́wọ́. Wọn kì í fi ọwọ́ yẹn nulẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń nu ọmọ, a máa. That is one. Yorùbá tún bọ̀, wọ́n lọ wọ́n bọ̀, mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó Yorùbá ṣe máa ń rìn káàkiri bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n wá sọ pé ọmọ ẹni ò kì í ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ káfílẹ̀kẹ̀ sídi ọmọ ẹlòmíì. How is it wrong that you pick somebody that is homeless on the streets, in the market, ó dẹ̀ nílẹ̀ tó ń tà? So tó bá fẹ́ kán wá ní wọ́n wá pé kán kọ́lé fún, tó bá fẹ́ kọ́lé fún èèyàn yẹn, pé ó gba àwọn èèyàn wá dá pé kó kọ́lé fún, á wá lọ ra ilẹ̀ onílẹ̀ tó máa fi kọ́lé yẹn àbí? Make that make sense. Nigerians, ayàwèrè country yìí o. I realize that there are so many people who are bitter, they just hate their life. So they just hate success. When you see somebody who is doing well, he just bitter you. Because I don't understand. If you hate success, what's wrong with you? So you expect him to take the money that was contributed, kó wá lọ ra ilẹ̀ ní Magodo phase 2, kó lọ kọ́lé fún Muyideen. It's dumb to me. So contrary to what they have been saying, he did not build house for him in the church. The church is in the estate. It's a large portion of land that I heard that most people are even buying from him. It's a developing place where they are buying lands and they are doing. So, Tobashi, and guess what? It's not even the first. I was born in Redeem. Redeem Camp is a very big community. Redeem is almost the size of a local government. But guess what? Do you know that it's not Redeem that owns all the houses in Redeem Camp? In the early days, early 90s, 93, 94, Redeem will you go there, you say you want to build house, they will assign a portion of land to you. I want to tell you. That's how desperate they were to develop the Redeem Camp. They will give you a portion of land. You will build your own house, but in the contract that they assign the land to you, you will agree to the fact that you will give them 2 apartments in whatever you build. But the boss is a room apartment for their guests, so that when they have convention in August and Congress in December, they have guests from all over the world. They will put people in your house. You don't have a choice. So ilé tó kọ́ yẹn ìwọ ló ní o, wọ́n fún ẹ lẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni o, but wàá yọ yàrá self-contained méjì nínú ilé yẹn, lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn tó máa jẹ́ ti ìjọ. Redeem did that for a number of years. When the church becomes developed, now they now extend. Àwọn náà wá ra ilẹ̀ sí wọn fẹ́ lọ, náà wá ń tà fáwọn èèyàn ní kéréje. And they have their own property company too. Go and find out. So what is wrong in èèyàn tó rí èèyàn tó ń talẹ̀? So wọ́n wá fẹ́ kọ́lé fún èèyàn kan tó rí láàrin títì, á wá lọ ra ilẹ̀ fún síta àbí? Which one of you will even do that in the first place? 2, how does it water the effort down? Pé owó ẹ̀kọ́ ló fi kọ́, wọ́n dáwó, ṣe báwọn èèyàn ló dáwó fún. I hate when I hear that nonsense. Kí ló dé tẹ́ ṣe rí láàrin títí kẹ́ lọ dáwó fún in the first place? Do you know what is called image? Somebody uses reputation, uses platform, bring you out to raise fund for you. Yes, it's not Agbala Gabriel's money. And I don't think he has ever said it's his money. But it's not Muyideen's money either. Wọ́n dáwó yẹn for a purpose pé ẹ fi kọ́lé fún. Because I think the genesis of this problem ni pé Muyideen fẹ́ cash at hand. Owó ló fẹ́ gbà, ó ní di owó tó máa fi gbé 2 direct. Ó ní di owó tó máa fi ṣe forecast tàbí gbé over 2.5. Owó ló nídìí, kò nídìí ilé. Nǹkan ò dẹ̀ kì í pẹ́ jara oko lójú. Ìjọ tó ti ń ráre kò sẹ́ni tó ní interest inú ẹ̀. I saw one of the video ó pe èdè kan, ó láwọn èèyàn lórí wọn ní audio, the audio that leak, I posted it earlier, go back to it. He said in that audio that kì í ṣe pé òun fẹ́ ṣe, àwọn èèyàn náà rí wọn náà sọ pé àìwọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó yẹ kó o ti báwo lè ṣe ń living condition yìí, ó yẹ kó o ti di millionaire báyìí. Let me tell you one funny things. Women and children, torí ọpọlọ ọmọ kékeré ló wà lórí Muyideen yẹn. Women and children, do you know naturally, any parent will know this, and any family man, that any responsible man will know this. Women and children always believe that their parents or their husband are richer than what they really are. You know that when you are broke, your children believe, that's how your children will be asking for things that you cannot even afford in 2 years. Same with women. They always, that's why men get frustrated sometimes. When they ask for something, you say, don't worry, I will do it later, I don't have money now. Most times, the women don't believe that you don't have at all. They believe that, that's why a sensible man should operate the open dialogue with the wife. I mean, it depends on the wife. If you marry Jezebel, know what you are doing, no. That's not where we are going. So, owó lọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí fẹ́ gbà. Àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ tì sí lára. O mọye tán gbà. O mọye tán àwọn èèyàn donate online ni bí pé wọ́n rí savings of account. Àwọn èèyàn dáwó fún ẹ gan. Àwọn èèyàn kíní kan, àwọn èèyàn like ẹ gan. O ti di celebrity. Ìwọ tó yẹ kó ti máa ṣe kíní kan, ó yẹ kó ti di millionaire. Bọ́n ṣe ti pa nìyẹn. Ó sọ náà, ó náà ní ẹ kó òun ti di millionaire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going. From when this man have seen this guy until now, what does this guy do for a living? Ó ń ta ṣọ́ọ̀bù, ó ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù yẹn, ó yẹ kó òun gbẹgbẹ, òun nídìí owó nísìn, ó yẹ kó òun gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù sí ìgboro, òun dẹ̀ máa nídìí bíi 5 million. That's the genesis of the problem before. Ìyẹn Muyideen, wá, jẹ́ n bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Ìyẹn ló ò bá sọ. Bóyá o máa bá Àgbàlá Gabriel sọ ni o, bóyá òkè kò ní gbọ́, bóyá jọjà, bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ gbẹnu sí máìkì ni wàá lọ ní o, tí wàá lọ gbẹnu sí máìkì bẹ́ẹ̀ wàá sọ pé mo ní ìdí owó ìrànlọ́wọ́ táwọn ṣe because àwọn tó dáwó fún ẹ ọ̀hún dáwó pé kán fún ẹ lówó náà. It's not your money. Àwọn wèrè tó ń tiẹ̀ fẹ́ bá yí ẹ jẹ́ ni. Now you want to water down this man's effort to say wọ́n dáwó fún wa lọ kọ́lé fún nínú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀, inú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kan, inú estate ẹ̀ ló ti kọ́lé fún. Church wà nínú estate, and that's not even the point. Tí ẹ pé ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì èèyàn tí ò nílé ayé Muyideen àtòun àti ìyá àti generation ẹ̀kẹta mélòó ló ti gbérú lẹ́yìn rí. It doesn't matter where the location is. Why do you like to water down people's efforts? How does that reduce the fact that they've changed the life of this guy? Look at him, just physically looking, you can see a significant change in his life. But ẹ bá ti fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀gùn òṣèré dáradára yín, ẹ máa ṣàbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí. Ibo ló ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀, ibo ló ń gbé nísìnyí. Kí ló ń wọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, kí ló ń wọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Àgbàlá Gabriel? No, now, you can't take that away. I have said it. I am not a part to abuse, and I think Àgbàlá Gabriel was wrong by whatever thing he has done for beating him. He's actually wrong. That will not change. But then let me give you a personal example. Téèyàn bá ń ro kó dáa fún yàn tó dẹ̀ ń la kàkà tó ń sapá, tó yẹn wá pé ìwà ẹni yẹn bó ṣe ń wò ó ń wo bí kó bá káyé òun bàjẹ́, ó máa ń dùn yàn, ó máa ṣe é bí kó lu ṣe léṣe o, because it has happened to me before. I have picked somebody up that everything in my heart is for me to pick him up. This is the first person, òun lọ́kọ́ ní wàyẹ̀ kì í gbogbo family. All my prayer is let me help this guy to the extent by the time we do, my plan is to make sure that I do everything to bring him to the United States. Ọlọ́run mo ti ń bá wáyàwó lẹ̀ pé kí n tiẹ̀ fẹ́yàwó kan fún gan. But this boy will just be doing nonsense. At the point, he now look like if he's the one that is always an agent of enemy against me. Ìjẹ́ ìròbó kò ṣe mí bí kí n fọ́ lórí ni. So tó bá ń ro kó dáa fún yàn tó ń sapá tó ń wá ń ṣe Nígbà tó máa ń package ẹ tí wọ́n wá lọ ń ta permutation. Now, that's not the reason for abuse. Don't get me wrong. It's still wrong regardless. Play that no. If worse come to worse, we don't have to beat him. That's outrightly wrong. We are not nothing. There's no explanation to justify that. It's rubbish. My biggest question in conclusion. Ejo, why exactly do Muyideen need help? I don't know. Am I funny in Nigeria, you? And am I binu? Maybe it's just me. I don't do sentiments. Ìgbà táwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dáwó fún Muyideen yẹn, ìgbà tí màá yẹn rí tó ràn lọ́wọ́, let's say he was homeless. Wọn àbá àgbàlẹ̀ tó wà ràn lọ́wọ́, kílẹ̀ ẹrù tẹ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ́lé fún un, kílẹ̀ ẹrù tẹ́ fi ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe fún un. On what premise was it? Ṣé torí eyín ẹ̀ nìkan ló yọ o? He's not an handicap. He's not disabled. He's not sick. Why were they contributing money for him? Why does he need help? Because bàbá ìmọ̀ tó pé ó ti gbé ṣé àti soliciting yìí. Ẹ̀yin tèmi kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́ kó máa ràn mí lọ́wọ́ ni o. My friend, go and work. Tọ́lọ́ bá gbórí nírọ̀wọ́ sí ẹ, ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó bá lè ṣe fún ẹ, tó bá di ibi tó bá di ṣe dé, kò sí jà ń bẹ̀. Ó ṣe dá o, kò ṣe dá o, ó ti gba ra ẹ, máa lọ. Why can't he work? I'm not getting it. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe there's something I don't know. Kí ló dé tí Muyideen ò lè fi ṣiṣẹ́? Kí ló dé tí Muyideen ò wáṣẹ́? Kí ló dé tí Muyideen ò lè ṣe nǹkan fúnra ẹ̀? Why ìtàn ṣe ń dáwó fún gbogbo in the first place? Maybe there's something I miss. If he's handicapped, I will have understand. He's not handicapped. Òun fúnra rẹ̀ lẹ́tọ̀ pé kò ṣe èrè náà. Ó lóun lè ta gébú, ṣé kò padà ta? Ó ta ó tún gba ṣéǹjì. Ó fowó ẹ̀ ta bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú. Why is the chain dáwó fún? Now, this is where I'm going. They are giving that you can use to lift somebody. They are giving that you can use to destroy somebody. This one they are doing, they are destroying somebody. Because I don't know what they are doing. Because now you have built, Nigeria, I'm not encouraging madness. You have built mediocrity inside of him. You have built laziness inside of him. He's not even thinking of, okay, me like Gabriel, me like Gabriel, they can but I can also for me. Gbogbo pọnpọn tó lọ gbé nínú ọjà yẹn scam ni, they just stage that drama. Pọnpọn tí ó sọjà mi ọjà ta ló gbé ibo kílẹ̀ ẹrù tó kó. I don't understand that part. Now let me conclude. You see freedom. That's what they say he's looking for, abi. Oh, one ma treat ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n lo ìyàwó against ẹ, ó ní the freedom. Do you know that freedom is good? But let's ask ourselves a question. Freedom from what? Is it freedom from Gabriel? Or freedom to be able to do whatever he likes with his life? I don't think it is freedom from Gabriel. Because at the end of the day, that's his source. That is his source. His freedom to do whatever he likes. That guy don't want to. He's not a church boy. He doesn't want to go to church. Or the plain streets. And this is where Gabriel got it wrong. He needs a changed mind is a changed life. He needs that rehabilitation. He needs that. You have to first of all, he has to first of all unlearn in order to learn. But let me get to this freedom factor. As good as freedom is, do you know that the reason why so many people have not succeeded and will not succeed is because they have freedom too early?